This is why your partner triggers your anxious attachment. As someone who intuitively has an anxious attachment style, I know how hurtful it can be to be in a relationship with a person who just isn't understanding your need for closeness and connection. When in your mind, you believe that your partner should be the closest person to you, and you want to feel connected and safe with them. When you're in a relationship with a secure person, you're going to find that they soothe this need for you and some of your pain points. They will close that gap when you feel triggered, like you want to make sure that everything is okay in the relationship, you want to feel like they're there for you, you're still on the same side, or you just want to feel like they are close to you, they're sharing things with you. A secure person will be able to meet you there. However, if you're in a relationship with an avoidant partner, you're going to find that they are triggering you in every way possible. And you might feel some deep love for this person, but at the same time, you just don't get what they don't understand about your desire to be close, to open up to you. And you're going to question yourself why it's so hard for them to be the way that they were in the beginning of the relationship. It probably causes you to feel confused a lot, or at the very least, you probably feel hurt by the way that they're acting towards you. And when you try to communicate your desires, your needs, it feels like your partner is not open to hearing you at all, and instead they get defensive and do the exact opposite of what you want them to do. Maybe you feel misunderstood by your partner, or you feel alone in that relationship. I want you to set your feelings aside for a minute. I want you to take a look at this situation from a different point of view. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice to make. You can either accept that this person just isn't for you, that you guys are not compatible, and go through the pain of a breakup or the end of your relationship and try to find a secure person, a secure partner that will help you to kind of level out all of those feelings from feeling anxious like you need validation, which is exactly what it is if you look at the underlying driver to all of your anxious behavior. You want to feel safe, and you want your person to validate that everything's okay in that relationship, in your connection, and in your life that you share together. So if you want to decide that this person isn't for you, that you guys just have hit a dead end, you don't know what to do from here, that is a decision that you're going to have to make. Or the second option, which was what I really wanted to talk to you about, is how you can view the situation differently in order to actually make the pain points in your relationship better, in order to actually fix the problems in that relationship and try to stay with that person. Ultimately, you have to make that decision whether this relationship is worth saving or not. You can view this relationship as the greatest gift of your life, because it kind of is. You see, being in a relationship with an avoidant partner when you're anxious is the greatest opportunity for you. In a way, you have the upper hand in a relationship versus the person that is going to find a secure person. Here's why. The anxious partner that is in the relationship with a secure person never gets to grow the way that you do. Unlike that person, you're going to stop being reliant on other people and find the stability in yourself in order to be compatible with everybody. And that does not mean that you have to change the essence of who you are. You get to grow to another level of existing. You will no longer find yourself looking for validation from somebody else. You're no longer going to depend on that. You're no longer going to feel anxious and fearful when things are off, because you're going to know exactly what to do. If you choose this path, it is going to be the best decision you've ever made for yourself. There will no longer be any boundaries of who you're compatible with and who you're not. You'll be able to narrate your life in the way that you desire. You're going to be able to choose the partner that you want to be with, or if you're already in a relationship and you want to stay in that relationship, you're going to be able to see where you can grow and improve that relationship over time into becoming the relationship you want. And in this way, you can achieve a lot more than the person who will constantly need their secure partner to validate them, to make them feel safe and okay. I get it. In some ways, it sounds way more tempting to have to do way less work, and that is why an anxious person would choose a secure person. However, if you choose to be the anxious partner that grows and becomes secure, all of a sudden you're going to be compatible with another anxious person without feeling totally enmeshed in them. you're going to be compatible with an avoidant person because you're going to know how to handle the issues when they start coming up. And because they are avoidant, you're going to have the freedom that you need in order to grow yourself and further yourself, whether it be in your career, whether it be in other aspects of your life that don't involve being in a relationship. Or you could choose to be in a relationship with a secure person, and both of you being secure get to create a beautiful life. When your partner triggers you, they might not do this intentionally. Maybe it is intentional, but we're just gonna choose to view the brighter side at this moment, and we're gonna say that they're doing this unintentionally. What they're doing here for you is that they're showing you your pain points, the hurts, the wounds that you have that maybe you weren't even aware of. Maybe they are opening up insecurities that you didn't know you had. And this is your golden chance to look through them, work through them, and become more stable in the person that you want to be. This is your opportunity to grow that peaceful mindset, to become a confident individual without having things affect you unknowingly. And to be fair with you, the fact that they're triggering you is pretty much inevitable, because when two individuals willingly choose to be in a relationship together, there will have to be some areas or moments in time where it feels like you're grinding gears against one another. And that's just because of the way that you grew up, the way that you've been functioning up until this point, up until this situation. But the truth is, your viewpoint on this situation and the way that you choose to process the problem that occurs is going to determine what happens next, is going to determine how your relationship is impacted. So really, it does come down to you and the way that you choose to perceive things. Like I told you before, I am naturally an anxious person, and I was just fortunate enough to become the wife of an avoidant man. We've been married for 6 years, going on 7, and we've been in a relationship for 8 years. And believe me when I say that I know how it feels to be triggered by the avoidant person. Earlier on in our relationship, I didn't understand why this was happening, and I went through all of the cycles that I'm trying to convey to you here. For the past 3 years, I realized how wonderful it is to be in a relationship with him, and I've managed to bring out all of the amazing qualities that I loved about him initially back into our relationship. And to say that both of us have not changed would be a lie, because we have. And it all started when I started changing myself and the way that I saw our situation, our relationship. When I talk about this, it is something that is very near and dear to my heart, and I understand exactly what you're going through now, and I know how to get you to where you want to go. So I've developed a program that is going to be available very soon. You can check it out in the description box, and it is a 30-day program that will help you develop the skills that took me 3 years to build. And this is going to be a secure person's mentality. You can check that out below. If I'm being honest with you, if I ended up with a secure person, I don't think I would have grown to where I am now. I don't think I would have needed to find the stability in me, and I would have constantly been dependent on my partner. Circumstantially, this might sound beneficial to me, but in the long run, it's actually not. Because if that relationship with a secure person were ever to end, I would be devastated. I would probably be in shambles, and the chances of a relationship ending are not very slim. But because I kind of had to build that stability in myself, I now value my partner a lot more. I've accomplished a lot more because of this relationship dynamic, and I really want you to view this as the gift that it is, because it truly is amazing. And I think that there's no opportunity like this one, especially for someone with an anxious attachment style. I really hope that at least something in this video was helpful to you. Please don't forget to let me know by hitting the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more content like this on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I really hope that I inspired you to see things from a different perspective. I want to wish you all of the love in your love life, and I'll see you guys in my next video.